Welcome to the Caddo Convos, the podcast that explores the vibrant community of businesses thriving in Caddo Office Reimagined. We're here to shine a light on the incredible entrepreneurs and professionals who make the most of our private offices, co-working spaces, and day office rentals in the Dallas-Fort Worth suburbs. Join us as we share their stories, celebrate their successes, and dive into the benefits of working in a space that's close to home but offers so much more than working from home. Let's get started with today's conversation. I'm joined today by Chloe McGlover of Massage Artz at the Oasis. How you doing, Chloe?
I'm great. How are you doing?
I'm doing very well. Tell me, what is your business and what sets you apart?
I am a medical massage therapist. I believe that what sets me apart is my background. I have a background in physical therapy. I worked for Baylor Institute for Rehabilitation for many years, got lots of accolades. But I believe that my understanding of the muscle is a lot different than most massage therapists. And so that understanding of the cause, the effect, your origin and insertion, and how your muscles work and what could be actually causing those problems is, I think, a little bit deeper understanding than your average massage therapist.
And I imagine you implement all types of tools and whatever to tell me about those.
Yeah, so I call myself Massage Artz because I feel like this is an art and a gift, and part of art is tools, right? So I use cupping and hot stone. It is included in every customizable session as needed. And I also have grafting tools, and I'll even break out a massage gun if I have to just kind of either make the muscles submit if that's what it's calling for, or just soften them a little bit so that we can keep working.
What causes our muscles to tighten up? Just what's going on there?
I love.
Yeah, let's do some science.
I can do some science. Okay, one of my favorite words is a sarcomere, which is the basic construction of a muscle. Okay. I like to say, for ease of understanding, not that it is this way, but for understanding, it's almost like a zipper.
Okay.
Muscles can only contract, they cannot push. So the way that they contract is it goes this way. I know the listeners can't see this, but they go along the teeth, let's say, but in opposite directions. Now imagine if those teeth of that sarcomere start getting stuck. Or that zipper start getting stuck. Okay. So that could be some of the causes, but there's just so many different things that can cause an issue in a muscle.
What are the common areas you help release that tension the most?
So I can't even say there is a common.
It's the whole body, I imagine.
It really is, and I see so many different clients that have so many different things. So it could be, a hip that's been bothering them forever, or, something simple. I say simple, but something like carpal tunnel. And a lot of people don't realize that carpal tunnel is directly actually a muscle issue. So if you soften the forearm, then your muscles and your nerves along those tendons and it'll ease it up for you quite a bit. Trigger finger, just almost anything that's muscle related, I can help with.
Tell me about the process. Let's talk customer journey.
Mm-hmm.
They sign up through, and we'll talk about how to contact you and all that stuff in a little bit. Okay. Once they arrive, what's the process?
Once they arrive here in office?
Yes.
So I always recommend, them having a seat in that beautiful waiting area. Yes. And once I'm done cleaning up between clients, I always give myself a good 30 minutes between clients to clean up, relax, spray anything, and really just sanitize and give myself a minute. Yeah. And then I come out and get them. They would come in. Hopefully by then they've already filled out their intake form. And then we just kind of say, hey, and my favorite phrase is, how's our body today? It's ours now.
Yeah, we're together on this.
We are together on this. We are a
that.
team.
Yeah, I love it. And
so then they would tell me what's going on, or, if I already know, we look at the intake form, if not, and then they would get onto the table.
Do they always know? As in, when I fill out an intake form, I'm not good at self-diagnosis.
No.
So is it often the case that whatever they put on paper, you're like, oh, there's something else going on here? And what is that? Give me an example.
So, mostly I don't particularly deal with self-diagnosis, right? But people are like, it hurts here, and here, and based on what they're saying, I know what I should be doing. A common thing that I say as well is like, whatever's bothering you is generally the victim, not the culprit.
Interesting.
So if someone tells me that their lower back is bothering bothering them, then I know that that is the victim. It's hurting, so it's being beat up by a bully. Generally, the bullies in your body are certain areas. So if someone says one thing, I know where the bullies are. So lower back, glutes, IT band, neck and shoulders, pecs, deltoid, infraspinatus, supraspinatus. Not that your viewers may or may not know what those muscles are, but
but it's fun to say.
Yeah, it's fun to say. But the key is, and here's a little secret for those out there who are listening who are not massage therapists. If you go to a massage therapist and you tell them, oh, my lower back hurts, and they don't mess with your glutes or your IT band, either one or two things are going on. Either they don't care and they're trying to Band-Aid you so you keep coming back because it's going to keep hurting, or they don't know. They don't genuinely know how to really help you long term to, undo or help with longer term care.
Interesting. Tell me about we all love a story.
Yes.
And so without naming names, obviously, but let's talk about someone who found you and you've helped them over whatever period of time. What did they come to you with and how did you address it and how are they now?
Oh gosh, I have so many.
Imagine.
One of my favorites is actually, so I used to work for Baylor Institute for Rehabilitation. One of their therapists was recommended to me by another therapist who knew me. She had a stroke. And so with that reduced range of motion in one of her limbs, which is very common, and sometimes it's not even just, it's like the muscles get so tight, it's just really hard. She couldn't lift her arm up past mid,
Ouch.
By the time we were done in a few months or so, she had not full range, but majorly increased range of motion, major differences in how she can, live her life and not be beholden to other people having to take care of her, which is, that's what I'm here for. I love those stories, even though it hurts me doing it. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like that is just, it's special.
Is there a quick and easy, something we should add to our daily routine beyond like drink water? Like, is there something we should be doing every day that is 5 minutes that would
make a difference?
Yeah.
I think everybody should have a massage gun in their home.
Okay.
I think, I tell my clients, get a massage gun. They're like, but I come see you. That's cool. But you see me once a month. Or some of my clients come every 2 weeks, right? You see me once a month. You have our body for another 30 days. In the meantime, keep those muscles soft. Or I like to say, hold my work as best as we can. And then, of course, stretching.
Yeah. That's interesting. I like the phrase, hold my work. It's like, we've done this great stuff.
Yeah.
It'd be like going to the dentist and getting your teeth cleaned and then not worrying about cleaning your teeth until you go to the dentist
until
again.
the next time. Yeah.
Like, come on,
don't
hold
floss,
my work.
Don't brush your teeth.
I've done this wonderful thing for you.
Yeah.
And you're
doing just like, there? That's great. Thanks.
What are you doing out there? That's interesting. Let's talk about the best way to reach out to you and get on
my schedule.
Yeah, schedule. Thank you.
Yeah. I have a wonderful website that I spent so much time working on. So it would be massageartz.com, and Artz is ARTZ. And if you have any questions, I have 3 phones.
Yes. Yeah, she walked in with 3 phones, everybody.
3 phones. That business phone is full access for people to text me if they need to. I will get back to you, of course, at my leisure because I am in session a lot. But, text me any questions and I can definitely help you get scheduled or let you know if I can help you.
That's excellent. And just so you don't panic, everybody calm down. The information Chloe has given me, your phone number, the website, all that is in the show notes in the description below. Just scroll down on whatever platform. It's there. Click through it. Reach out to Chloe. What would you say is your favorite part about what you do?
My clients. I know that's very general, but I think that this gift has been such a blessing to me and my family in so many ways. And I have some amazing clients. We laugh, we cry during session, and I help them as best as I can with these little 2 hands and tools that I have. So I think the people that have been drawn to me have been just my favorite part.
Excellent. And we're both here at the Caddo office in Plano on Razor Boulevard. Why did you choose Caddo for your office?
I had an office in Frisco, which was really, really close by, maybe 10 minutes from here. They were mostly therapists, counselors, and they needed their office back. And I had been there for 6 years. I just moved to this office and it hurt. They were like, we're so sorry, Chloe. And I'm like, But, sometimes change is great. So that's I chose here because the office is beautiful. Ashley is amazing, and it just felt like home. And then I had enough space to build this beautiful, like, you haven't been to my office, but my office has a bohemian Oasis vibe.
Nice.
There's seashells, and like seahorses.
So that alone is worth the visit.
It is absolutely.
Yeah,
there's a whole wall that looks like a waterfall made out of submissive lights, if that makes sense.
Okay, yeah, that does make sense. And you mentioned early in the show, the beautiful waiting area and stuff like that, and that's a Caddo amenity. They want that for everybody.
Yeah,
so especially for your clients.
My clients have been very pleased with this space. And it's I was off of Preston, which is a very busy street. Now they have much easier access here because they don't have to deal with Preston.
Yeah. There's lots of easy ways to get here. What would you say to people who are stubborn about taking care of themselves and they're like, should I go see Chloe? I mean, it's more than a 5-minute drive or something like that. And they're clearly not. Self-care is tough for some people. Yeah. What would you say to them?
I would say there are a few different types of old people. Mm-hmm. There are the older person that is moving around, and I promise you that person has a massage therapist.
And definitely a massage gun at home.
And then there's the older person that's really struggling to move around. They don't take care of themselves. They're hunched over. And sometimes or oftentimes that hunched over happens because there is a shortening of the muscle. Once those muscles start shortening, you cannot get them to lengthen again. So you're hunched over, or you wear your shoulders like earrings. Those muscles will shorten. And they will continue to do that as you just get older. So you have to decide who you want to be in 20 years, or, whether we're talking a hip pain. Oh, it's not bothering me right now. Well, your IT bands have been pulling on your hip muscle or your trochanter for a while. So, as they pull, they're going to grind on one side or the other. You can do surgery, or you can come see me.
And I don't know if everybody out there was just like me when you said wearing your shoulders as earrings. You adjusted visibly. I was like, get those shoulders down, buddy. I tried to sit up. You probably saw me do it. I was like, hey, I don't want those as earrings.
You don't.
They're not very sparkly.
No.
That's excellent. Well, I really appreciate you coming on the show today and just sharing your energy, your passion for what you do. And one last just final thoughts. Let's go back to encouraging people to take care of themselves.
Yeah. It's imperative that you do that. It's one of those things that I think people who, let's just talk funds. Yeah. People who we're looking at our money and we're like, oh, I can do this or do that. And if you have a little extra to put to the side, it is so important. Massage, and to be fair, not all massage therapists are created equal. I think I'm really good. But and I struggle finding someone else for even me to see. Yeah. But if you can find a good massage therapist, we are absolutely priceless, and we are priceless for your future. So if you can put a little aside here and there to do that above a lot of other things that you could be doing, it's going to make a big difference in your life long term.
That's wonderful. Well, again, thanks for coming on Caddo Convos today and just sharing what you do and obviously how much you enjoy it.
I do. I love it.
You're very good at it.
Very, very much.
Awesome. Thanks for being on the show today.
Thanks for inviting me.
Thank you for joining us today on the Caddo Convos podcast. A huge shout out to our incredible network of members for making our community vibrant and supportive. If you're looking to boost your productivity and reduce the isolation of working from home, consider joining us at Caddo Office Reimagined. Our spaces are designed to meet your evolving needs, support remote work, and foster a sense of community that's hard to find at home. Whether you're a startup aiming for growth, a freelancer seeking a professional setting, or a company looking to optimize resources, Caddo offers a perfect blend of flexibility and innovation. By joining us, you'll be a part of a dynamic business ecosystem that helps you thrive. For more information, visit caddooffices.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time on Caddo Convos.